Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Take number 2, because the last one we're having freaking invisible aliens, like the Alien versus Predators, stalking me, moving vehicles and crap like that. So it's 3 in the morning. No one's out here except me. So yeah. Anyways, it kind of messed with my train of thought. Before the invisible aliens are watching me, I kind of like the movie Alien vs. Predator. Before I was interrupted by them watching me wherever they are, I was talking about the Cap Zinc Mega Hex Bar, and reviewing it. When I have purchased it twice, I no longer own it. I gave one of them away to my little brother, and I sold the other one just a couple days ago. So right now, I bought it for like a little over $100, but right now, new, it goes for about $200. It weighs 75 pounds. It has a 1,000-pound capacity. The most I've ever loaded it to was a 935, and it did just fine. Who is it for? Well, I'll say this. 99% of the people have no use for that whatsoever, because people don't need a hex bar that big with that capacity. 99% of the people can't deadlift past 500. 99% of the people who go to the gym every day can't deadlift 500. That's pretty much my point. And the people that can, like the handle height, it's an average handle height on the raised handles. So there's nothing special about the handles, but there is something bad about them, in my opinion. The handle thickness. It's 1.5 inches thick. I don't like thick ass handles on a hex bar. Typically a hex bar you can lift more, and I got a really strong grip, but I'm not actually trying to train my grip doing deadlifts, because my back workouts are huge. That's my favorite muscle group to train, even though I got lumbar scoliosis and I'm usually in pain afterwards, because if I do any form of deadlift, my lower back does not like it. But it's my favorite muscle group to train, is back. So, yeah, the guys that can have a use for something that big, most of them agree with me. They don't like the thick-ass handles. It's better to have handles that are like a normal barbell, like 28 millimeters to 30 millimeters. I don't know how many millimeters 1.5 inches is. I think 1 inch is like 2.5 centimeters or 2.2 centimeters, I think. So half of that would be like 3.3. I think it's about like 35 millimeters thick. Again, I don't have any. I'm just going off knowledge. Don't kill me over it. But yeah, they're thicker than what I'd like. And here's the thing, straps, they don't really work on these handles, because straps on a barbell that spins, they can cinch up. On these fixed handles, they don't work. So in some of my previous videos years and years ago, when I was really using it, when I had when I was involved in a bad accident, not car accident, but just more personal stuff. I had a bad back injury, and I couldn't. I was using a hex bar to have less lower back involved, and this is late 2016. I was using the hex bar a lot. God, what the hell was I talking about? I had to use hooks. I had to use the hooks So, to help me, because the straps weren't working. But yeah, the handle height, nothing special. Handles suck. And right now, there's just too many other options. If you're going to spend $200 on a hex bar, you can get one of bare handles. And yeah, the guys that are going to spend that kind of money, they'll end up getting like the new Rep Fitness hex bar, or that is the one I want to get. But I actually might wait a bit longer until they get one with the adjustable handle height or higher handles, because again, the whole point of me getting a hex bar is to have less lower back involvement. So I prefer a very high handle height, and you can lift a lot more. So, I mean, based on like world records and stuff, I mean, high handles, kind of like the Titan Fitness, it's like 8 inches higher. It's kind of like doing a silver dollar deadlift almost. You can lift 100 pounds more. So, I mean, and yeah, everybody likes to lift more. And for me, in that higher position, less lower back involvement, it's actually safer. The only downside is I'm just further creating a bigger imbalance. But yeah, there's this, I don't think it's worth getting. There's just too many other options for that price. Less than 1% of people need a hex bar that is with that capacity. And the 1% that does, their fitness is a big part of their life, and they will probably spend the extra money to get a better hex bar with thinner handles. Because yeah, the new Rep Fitness hex bar that has an open, like where it's open, where you can do lunges and stuff, I really like that. And the handles are barbell thickness. Like right now, I got the Titan Fitness hex bar. And the main reason I got the Titan Fitness one is because the handle height has a bigger handle height, and it's re-rackable. But the downside of it is the handles are 1.5 inches thick. They're thick. They actually feel thicker than the Cap Zinc Mega Hex Bar, or the knurling just sucks. It's even harder to hold. Like, yeah, my grip would give out long before I actually maxed out on a deadlift on that hex bar. And like, it's hard to explain. It's not as solid. And with the wider appeal, it's harder when you grab it for it to be level. So yeah, like on the Cap Zinc Mega Hex Bar, I think the most I ever like lifted with no grip assistance at all was, I think it was 600, I think. But on this thing, I don't know, maybe like 550, where I would need hooks. Straps will work just a little bit. But yeah, since you can't cinch your hands up on it like a barbell, they don't help all that much. So if Rep Fitness or some other company makes, I won't buy the new Rep Fitness hex bar, but whenever someone makes an open hex bar with higher handles, like 8 inches high, then that'll be good. And if those handles can spin like a barbell, where you can put straps and cinch your hand to it, that'll be badass. that is pretty much what I'm waiting for. In the meantime, I will continue using my Titan Fitness Hex Bar. Maybe in a couple years or something, they will have my dream Hex Bar come out. So I'm hoping they do. And it'll probably be a company like Rogue or Rep, maybe Titan Fitness. One of those companies will do it. So, but yeah, that's my review on the Cap Zinc Mega Hex Bar. I like it, but for what it costs, I think you can get better things. And I don't really think it's for anyone.